video, I will share the information about George Orwell. Was an English novelist, essayist, and critic most famous for his novels Animals Farm 1945 and 1984 1949. Who was George Orwell? George Orwell was a novelist, essayist, and critic, best known for his novels Animal Farm and 1984. He was a man of strong opinions who addressed some of the major political movements of his times, including imperialism, fascism, and communism. Early life. Orwell was born Eric R. Blair and Mohilly, India on June 25, 1903, the son of a British civil servant. Orwell spent his first days in India, where his father was stationed. His mother brought him and his older sister, Marjorie, to England about a year after his birth and settled in Henley on Thames. His father stayed behind in India, rarely visited. According to one biography, Orwell's first word was beastly. He was a sick child, often battling bronchitis and the flu. Orwell education. Like many other boys in England, Orwell was sent to boarding school in 1911. He went to St. Caspian in the coastal town of Eastbourne, where he got the first taste of England's class systems. On a particular scholarship, Orwell noticed that the school treated the richer students better than the poor ones. He was not popular with his peers and his books. He found comfort from his difficult situation. He read works by Rudyard Kipling and H.G. Wells, among others. Early writing careers. After leaving India Imperial Force, Orwell struggled to get her writing career off the ground and took all sorts of jobs to make ends meet, including being a dishwasher. Orwell's first major work explored his time keeping out a living in these two sites. The book provided a brutal look at the lives of the working poor and those living a transient existence, not wishing to embarrass his family. The author published the book under the pseudonym George Orwell. Orwell next explored his overseas experience in Burmese days, which offered a dark look at British colonialism in Burma, the part of country's Indian Empire. Orwell, interested in political matters, grew rapidly after this knowledge was published. War, injury, and tuberculosis. In December 1936, Orwell traveled to Spain where he joined one of the groups fighting against General Francisco Franco in the Spanish Civil War. Orwell was badly injured during this time with a militia, getting shot in the throat and arm. For several weeks, he was unable to speak. Orwell and his wife Ellen were indicated to on treason charges in Spain. Fortunately, the charge were brought after the couple had left the country. In the next, here we will discuss the famous books of George Orwell. Sometimes called the consistence of generation, Orwell is best known for two novels, Animal Farm and 1984. Both books published towards the end of Orwell's life have been turned into films and enjoyed tremendous popularity over the years. Animal Farm was an anti-Soviet satire in the pastoral settings featuring two pigs and its main protagonist. These pigs were said to represent Joseph Stalin and Lionel Trotsky. The novel brought Orwell great acclaim and financial rewards. Orwell masterwork 1984 in the late edition was published in the late stages of his battle with tuberculosis and soon before his death. This bleak vision of a world divided into three oppressive nations stirred up controversy among the reviewers who found this fictional future too despairing. In the novel, Orwell gave readers a glimpse into what would happen if the government controlled every detail of the person's life down to their own private thoughts. essays published in 1986 in the British literary magazine Horizon. This essay is considered one of the Orwell's most important work on style. Orwell believed that ugly and inaccurate English enable oppressive ideology and that vague or meaningless language was meant to hide the truth. Wives and children. Orwell married Ellen Shakespeare in June 1936, and Ellen supported and suited Orwell in his career. The couple remained together until her death in 1945. According to several reports, they had an open marriage, and Orwell had a number of descendants. In 1944, the couple adopted a son whom they named Richard Horatio Blair. After one of Orwell's sisters, their son was largely raised by Orwell's sisters Avril after Ellen's death. Orwell died of tuberculosis in a London hospital in January 21st, 1950. Although he was just 46 years old at the time of his death and opinions have lived on through his work. Statue. Despite Orwell's disdain for the BBC during the life, the statue of the writer was commissioned by artist Martin Jennings and installed outside the BBC in London. And its inscription reads, "If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear." The 8-foot bronze statue paid for the George Orwell Memorial Fund was unveiled in November 2017.